Okay, I want you to go and throw out every bit of carbohydrates that you have and just not eat carbs for the next year. I'm done. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. But we have to admit, carbohydrates get the worst rap out of all three of the macros. Out of protein, fats, and carbs themselves, carbs can be the worst. They can be so dysfunctional, or we can turn them into functional. And that's what this video is about today, right? And I'm always talking about getting your protein right, getting your fats right second, and then building the rest of your day or life around clean carbohydrates. And here's the carbohydrates that I eat specifically on most given weeks, right? The only other thing that's not included on here is raw honey, right? Now, that being said, save this video, like it please, subscribe today, and forward this to somebody that you love and care about that is in need of just losing weight, body fat, because that is my life's passion, is the actual function of how our body burns through fat as fuel. And getting your body to that point and our bodies to that point is just been the passion of mine as far as being a coach, being a nutrition coach, and making that the foundation. Because when it comes down to it, carbohydrates can be the enemy. They can. There's so many videos out there villainizing them. You know, there's keto channels, there's carnivore channels, there's so much. And is it realistic long term? No, it's just not. It's not. It's just that, you know, my top 6 of the carbohydrates that are abused constantly are, and I've said this in other videos, is ice cream, chips, right? Cookies or crackers, that snack aisle, bread, rice, and pasta. Those are typically what I see as carbohydrates that are eaten in dysfunctional ways. And it all comes down to timing. For instance, a lot of the carbs that I eat are fairly clean carbs. Very rarely do I jump outside of that. Now, there are times where I eat keto donuts that are made, and I'll eat some cookies that are keto based that don't have a high amount of sugar. And there's quite a few things I know how to make that are typically would be seen as high sugar, and I've just reinvented the recipe for it and made them that way. Don't do it all the time. But my point here is making sure that we are in a spot where we turn that dysfunctional eating into functional eating. We start to meet, right? And get it to the point where we're still going to have the dysfunctional parts of our life. And I call those holidays. I call those weddings. I call those cookouts. I mean, I can go on. Vacations. They all turn into these dysfunctional situations where we're like, okay, well, I'm going to blow this out today, right? Yeah, this is never going to happen. And normally, it's not like you go on these vacations where they're carb free. I wish that there are none. Carb-free holidays. Yeah, I like to go over grandma's house on... No, it's not going to happen. It normally doesn't happen for the majority of us, right? So we have to be... there's going to be dysfunction in there. And the great thing about what I've done for myself and my clients is making yourself aware of those things and taking a learning process to learn how to optimize your lifestyle for fat loss optimization and to keep it off without having to give up every bit of carbs in your life, and utilizing diets as tools, utilizing the keto diet as a tool, utilizing intermittent fasting if that's what you want to go through, because I believe those two combined are the juggernaut of fat loss in the beginning, you know, and it could be in the beginning. And being in a caloric deficit combined, it can be a beautiful thing, because I've seen folks on these diets, because I know I'm one of them, that have lost half of the body fat they wanted to lose just by doing that. And not even stepping foot in a gym. Not even like going all crazy on some kind of crazy workouts and, oh, I'm going to burn 500 calories No, seriously. That foundation of getting yourself to being aware, to learning and activating fat loss. And I'm looking at my board because this is what I train on constantly. And to get it to where it's your evergreen system for your lifestyle and still being able to incorporate going out to eat, like eating some fast food, not eliminating all this, still being able to eat some macaroni and cheese. But the point is to take in within reason and knowing when the timing is for those carbohydrates, right? They're not there to abuse from morning to night. There's a time frame. There's for functional eating, meaning like functional activities where you're burning through quite a bit of calories and making sure that that you're in a caloric deficit in the beginning of your fat loss journey. And some of us, that could take 90 days, could take 120, could take 6 months, 9 months, a year to lose the amount of body fat that you want to lose. But going all ham on trying to eliminate carbohydrates is typically not the way to go. It does not build or inform habits that need to be changed from horrible carbohydrate dysfunction to bringing clean carbs in, replacing some of those bad things without giving up situational eating with family and friends and holidays and things like that, to where you're not overthinking constantly. So that's it. That's where I wanted to go today. But I have some spots coming up for coaching. And if you need help with this, and we are a fit together, which I feel like I'm a fit with everybody, because it's about, like I said, taking dysfunctional eating and making it functional and still being able to optimize your lifestyle specifically to an evergreen system that burns the fat, keeps the fat off, keeps the muscle you have, and build some muscle if you choose to do so, which most people want to be. I never know anybody that doesn't want to add on a few extra pounds of muscle, because as you get older, it helps. Trust me on that. So I have some spots open for the 90-day program, and that is guaranteed for 1 solid year and beyond of weekly coaching. It's daily coaching to start. And it includes habit forming. It includes not only the check-ins, it includes everything that you would need from meal plans to meal prep to workouts. It's all included. If you want to be part of this, put the word coach in the comments and I will reach out to you and see if you're a fit with us here, myself. But look forward to talking to you. Thanks. And again, subscribe, forward this to somebody you love. Talk to you soon. Later.